Okay, so today we are checking out another bus. We're heading to Virginia, but it's only like 2 hours away, so this is great. And so yeah, we're gonna go check out a 2003 Thomas bus with a rear engine, flat nose. And it's honestly, from the stuff on the internet, it's kind of checking off all our boxes of what we want in from a bus. And so we're super hopeful about this one. This one might be the one for us. So we're actually meeting them at a football game. They're using the bus right now as a charter bus to take a team to a football game. And so we're going to check it out at the football game. So yeah, hopefully it'll turn out good.
Woo! So I saw the listing for this bus online and ended up talking to the owner of the bus on the phone yesterday for a little bit. And it was really great because kind of ended up sharing our vision of what we plan to do with the bus and how we plan to live in it, rent out our home for a little while, travel, all that stuff. And he was just so excited and so into it. We're in Virginia, baby! Woo!
Hey guys, so we just thought this would be a great video to also explain to you why we are looking at buying a school bus and what we're planning to do with it, and all the purpose to why we're doing what we're doing. So we've actually been looking for a school bus for probably, how long now?
Since earlier this year, yeah.
Since earlier this year, so for quite a few months now. And basically, we've just been trying to find the perfect one for us. You know, so we've been seeing a lot of different ones. We've been traveling to different places to see them, but we just haven't found the one that we're looking for just yet.
So yeah, since we were engaged, we kind of talked about this idea of traveling around North America together during like the first year of our marriage and everything like that. But then we kind of tabled that with immigration and having to go through the green card process for Scott. We needed a permanent address, and so we got into our routine and finally got the green card and everything. And so that kind of dream of doing something like this, it didn't die. It just kind of went away for a little while. Yeah.
And so back then, we was looking at just buying an RV and traveling around in an RV. We used to go to all the RV shows and kind of dream that type of stuff. And it wasn't, honestly, the school bus, like Skoolie Life idea didn't come until this year, really. It was just one day, just like any other day. We were just kind of sad, and we was watching something in the living room. I can't remember what, and Ashley got up to go to the restroom. And then,
I love that we have to have that detail every time. Wait, pee, guys.
And then I was just kind of sat there, and then all of a sudden I just had this idea of, man, wouldn't it be cool if we just kind of moved into a van? Just kind of traveled the world, just, well, traveled America at least, and just simplified our life and just sold everything and went to move into a van. And I feel like for us, we've always just had this sense of adventure, wanted to travel, wanted to explore. And so that's kind of where it began. So then Ashley came back, and I kind of said to her, hey, we should just sell everything and move into a van.
And I was like, okay.
And so that's kind of
How
where
long was I in there?
the dream began. And then we started to develop it further, which we'll tell you about later.
Might be. Oh, he's not our future boss.
Okay, so we just arrived, and a bus is parked up, and we're gonna go check it out.
We're so excited. It looks great from over here.
Yes, I used to drive for Chelsea.
Okay. Did you drive this bus for you?
No.
Waiting for you to come come back out that way.
Oh, sorry. No,
We both just saw you go under it.
I just didn't come back.
Scott's doing the penny test on the tires.
Yeah, it's gonna need all new tires. Okay, so we're on the bus. We just met the guy that just drove it over here. He drove the football team over here, and he says it's been driving great for him. This is the first time he's drove it, but driving over here has had no problems. And everything looks great in here. And what's awesome about this is the fact that it's been getting used. It's not just been stood there for a while, like it's been regularly used, not constantly, but it's not been stood for too long, you know, going to games and summer camps and stuff like that. So it's awesome.
Just went and saw this beautiful, well, this beautiful man, but this beautiful bus. And the bus driver today drove us around. We got to look at the engine, look at the transmission, the batteries, the tires, the whole 9 yards.
Yep. So yeah, so more onto why we're buying a school bus and how we got onto a school bus. And so basically we started looking at van life and what it looks like to actually live in a van and stuff like that. But then the more we start thinking about it, we have 2 dogs, we have a house, and so we just kind of started thinking we might need a little bit more space. And so as the plan developed, we decided instead of selling everything, we're just going to rent out our house. And then we stumbled upon Skoolie Life, which basically is this, buying a school bus, converting it into a tiny home on wheels, and that's going to allow us to basically have a house where we can take anywhere with us, and then that also gives us places where we can host people, people can come, we can have community, and we have space for our dogs and for us to live comfortably.
So yeah, it's really great too, because our hometown, the housing market just continues to climb and climb, and so it is a really great opportunity for us to put our house up for rent once the bus is fully converted, and that way we can live in it and we still have our home to come back to, but to make money off of while we're traveling.
Yeah,
which is really great.
You guys are good. No, you're good. No worries.
He's getting mad at me because I'm interrupting y'all video. I ain't even know.
No worries.
You're totally fine.
So yeah, one of the main reasons why we wanted to do this is, one, we just have just a strong desire to travel, to see the world, just to meet new people. But one of the big purposes that we wanted to do this is we wanted to travel to new communities and basically just immerse ourselves into that community and get to know new people. So our plan is to travel around the US and to basically set up camps in different communities for several stints of time, whether that be 2 weeks to a month, whatever that looks like, and basically just host events that just bring community together. We really believe that this life, we're not created to do it on our own. We were created to live into community with one another. And so our hope is through this bus that we can go into places and bring a strong sense of community to different people.
And we also want to just come alongside these towns and cities and places that we're going to and visiting, and seeing how we can serve. Are there needs that we can kind of come alongside people with, and how can we serve these places, and how can we link up with people who are already out there loving their community so well. We love that, and so I'll explain this in another video, never mind.
Okay, so we just stopped off at a restaurant here in Virginia, Richmond, Virginia, and we are texting the guy that we spoke to previously about putting an offer on the bus. And so we're gonna see what we can do. We really want this bus, and so we're gonna put him an offer and then see what he comes back with, and hopefully we can get it for the price that we're looking for. So
it's happening right now. You guys, we're so excited. We officially put in the offer on the bus, so fingers crossed we get it. Ah!
Yeah, so we're really excited. We really love this one. Like I said, it kind of checked off all the boxes that we was looking for. The only downside to it is it looks like we'd have to replace some tires. But if that's the only thing that it's not checking our box off, we're super happy with that. So.
Yeah. So our kind of plan, once we get the bus, like step one is to buy the bus. And we've been hunting for months. This could be the one. So step one is to buy the bus. Step two is to spend time converting the bus into our little tiny home on wheels. Think RV, but in a school bus. So that's step two. And then step three is to rent out our home that we're currently living in, find some great renters for it, and park our bus locally in the town that we live in right now, park it somewhere and live in it for a while. And then step four is to travel around North America in our school bus. Thinking of this over. Let us just.
What happened, babe?
We just got the text, and he was waiting for everyone to give their final say in because there's several people who own the bus or have a part in it, and he said, "Everybody is on board! Oh, we got the bus, Tank! Tank, we got a bus!" Okay, we're gonna call my parents and tell them the exciting news. They were the first people that we shared this vision with, so it'll be full circle to tell them. Okay, we gotta tell you something.
We got the bus.
We got the bus!
Hallelujah.
I know!
Oh, wow. Well, congratulations.
Thank you. You guys, this is so fun telling our friends the good news.
Oh, that's the next stage then.
Yeah. That's
You're
exciting.
right, excited.
So, drum roll please. We got a bus!
What'd you say?
We got a bus! You guys, that was the best nap of our lives because we woke up to the message that we got a bus!
So yeah, we're super pumped. We can't actually believe that we finally came to the end of this journey of looking for a bus, and now we actually have a bus. And so we just can't wait to now start to begin our Skoolie adventure, our Skoolie conversion.
So yeah, we're gonna work on trying to pick it up this week. So stay tuned for that, because it's in Virginia. So we gotta wait till the end of the work week and hopefully have a friend go with us to drive it back. But
So, are you gonna have like a bus party?
heck yeah, we're gonna have a bus party.
Like when you get it to town, are you gonna have like
That would be so
I
fun.
don't know, like break a bottle of champagne over it or something?
Yeah, like a ship, like where? Yeah, come on now.
Oh, that would be so
And we can have like snacks that are like bus-shaped snacks. Like the burgers could be like the wheels to the bus.
And the hot dog
dogs
buns could be the body of the bus.
Oh, this
You
is
can have, like,
great.
slices.
Yes.
And while we're celebrating the bus, everybody can bring their own grinder and cut seats.
Exactly.
I know, it's perfect.
Like grab a burger and a grinder.
It's
you know?
fun. It's wonderful.